Hello and welcome back to the Reapers. So we just about managed a standard takeoff and landing. Now we're going to do the famous short takeoff and landing, which I'm not looking forward to, but the guys say it'll be fine. So Tubas, where do you want us?
So let's go ahead and taxi back to the runway now that we've landed and got all set up again.
Roger.
So once again, leave nozzles at 50 degrees, flaps at 25% right now, so in the auto position for now. And we'll just make our way to the runway.
Flaps. Auto.
And if you haven't already, make sure your water is off.
Is middle off? Yeah, it is.
Correct.
Roger. So if you're not taking off or you're not landing, that should be off, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah, Cap, you run out of water and you try to do a vertical landing, you're gonna fall like a ton of bricks.
How do I know how much water I've got? Oh, you're going to tell me on the bloody computer. No, I'm not using computers yet.
No.
Right
Look where your throttle is. Yeah, look where your throttle is. Your throttle number is
Roger.
indicators down. H2O, I've got 460.
Under the throttle. Under the
throttle is JPT. Under JPT is H2O.
I think Cap's looking at the actual throttle.
Yeah. Why would you lie to me?
RPM gauge. Oh yeah, RPM, yeah.
Burn console, top right.
Oh, J, the J thing.
It has a W next to it.
So why am I not seeing...
Right, so you know where that number went 0092 and then before you turned your thingy up?
Oh, I found it. I got 430 pans.
Yep,
You can get it back to 500 by just rearming.
So we've carried a quarter of a ton of water. God, that's inefficient.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. You know what? That is bad engineering. They should have used a bit of nickel alloy, like the Blackbird uses. Nickel titanium alloy, and then they wouldn't have this bloody problem, would they?
I think you will run out very soon. Yeah. When you're trying to do any sort of, if you're trying to do a two-bass thing, then it will disappear on you.
My Cap's been promoted. I'm now number 4. Number 5, do not ram me.
Alright, so guys, according to the Harrier NATOPS manual, a formation short takeoff is not recommended.
We won't do it there then, we'll do it one by one. Because we follow the manual, we are the Grim Reapers.
Oh, I've got noticeable steering high. Yeah.
To be fair, they said not recommended, not banned.
Yeah, but we do it all the time, let's just do it.
In capital letters.
Right, so the first thing is let's get ourselves set up, shall we guys? So, we want flaps on what, Tuvas?
Alright, so now that we're lined up for the runway, let's go ahead and set the flaps to the short takeoff position, which is the down position.
Roger. Water to...
You want your water to the takeoff position.
Roger.
And apply your wheel brakes, because if you move your nozzles to 10 degrees, like I'm going to tell you now, you will start rolling forward. So apply wheel brakes and set nozzles to 10.
Wheel brakes on. Nozzles. 10. Beautiful. Roger.
Yes.
Roger.
Alright, so what is going to happen is you are going to, while holding the wheel brakes, you don't do it now, but the process is going to be, you're going to throttle up. Once you feel your brakes releasing, just release the brakes, so once you feel it start skidding, and then go full throttle. Once you're at full throttle, you're going to be keeping an eye on your ground speed, your current speed, and right around about, I would say 120 knots, you're going to move your nozzle position to the 50 degree setting.
That's a normal takeoff, Tuvas. We just rotated at 120 knots, normally.
No, it'll trust me, when you do it, it'll...
So our conventional takeoff was rotating the stick. So rotate, just pull back on the stick. Nozzles are going to go to 50 degrees, and you are not going to rotate the stick.
Interesting. Okay, let's do it. Let's try you go on your own, Tuvas, and then loiter up in there somewhere.
Copy. Alright, my wheel brakes are on, I'm throttling up, waiting till I skid a little bit, and then gonna release. Skid, full throttle. Then at 120, I'm gonna rotate my nozzles.
Off and go. Whee! Off you go, Grinkle.
And...
Okay, Cap's gonna try it, stand by.
And what you notice is on your HUD, you're going to see 2 carrots that are facing in. You want to move your witch's hat to those 2 carrots.
Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Oh my god! I did it! I did it! God, it wants to pull up, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Alright, now that you're in the air, go ahead and throttle back to below 100% RPMs.
Yeah.
Set your flaps to auto, water off. And obviously landing gear up.
I'll just stand by. Hang on, I'm going too slow to go to flaps. What should I do? I'm going 100 knots and I can't go faster. In the air.
Throttle.
Roger.
Yeah, and go apply power as needed. So while you shouldn't over throttle, but if you need to, then go ahead.
Is that the altimeter on the right there? Kind of top right.
Yes.
Roger. Okay, this is better. Right, flaps, up you go.
Oh my god, you're high up there, Cap.
Roger, I just went straight up like a monkey.
Yeah, you held the opposite on. Essentially is what happened there. So rather than gaining airspeed, you gain altitude.
It's still doing it. It's still nosing up madly. Is that just trim? Or am I doing something really wrong here?
Unless you reset your trim, you may still be under the effect of the trim you had while landing.
Roger, good point.
Yeah, Cap.
Alright, Cap, so I think I know your issue. Your flaps may still be in the short takeoff position.
I think they
Set
are.
it to auto.
I've set it to auto. They're at 25 now.
Because your landing
Pull
gears
your
are still
gear
down.
Oh, gear. Oopsie, who's a silly cup? Okay, now, oh, it's starting to drive now. It's starting to drive, guys. It's starting to drive.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Right, we're with it now. Right, I'm going to find you guys. So, is there such thing as a short landing then?
Vertical one.
We basically just did that, the short landing.
What you can do while landing, if you really are running out of runway space, is do exactly what you did before. As you come into touchdown, throw the nozzles all the way forward, so you start essentially generating reverse
Let's
thrust.
try that. So let's go in for a landing, guys. Just turn right round, go in for a landing. I'm going to try and do it on my own, and then do a super slow take land stop, but make sure you don't run into each other, for God's sake. Right, Cap's turning in to Les runway. Right, let's start going through the checklist, guys. H2O down to landing. Flaps down to stobble.
Yep. Provided your airspeed is low enough.
Oopsie, that was a bit silly. Yeah, burn the speed off first, chaps.
You need to burn speed if you put a decently hard 90 degree turn. Rock like a rock.
Stay firm.
Yeah, just don't shear your wings off.
Stay firm.
What's the max speed? 580.
About that 560, 580. I've got thrust on the deck.
Okay, down comes Cap. So down like 50. So we're going down with 50% nozzles now. Is that right? Once we're slow.
Correct. 50 nozzles, and use your throttle as needed to adjust your vertical speed.
And then once we're down, we'll throw the nozzles forward and power on the things. Right.
Just don't power on too much. If you power on too much, you will attempt to take off backwards.
Sweet.
Yeah, so basically just put your RPMs to about, I would say 70% when you touch down with your nozzles at 99 degrees.
Roger. This reminds me of vegan training now.
Yep.
I do love the autopilot on this.
It's amazing.
Best thing they've added since
Okay,
release.
that sounds fine. I'll run it one through.
I'll take
Looks like
AFC
you are on
over
top of
for
Cap.
Cap.
Am I really on top of Cap?
That's full concentration, mate.
Landing gear. Landing
And
gear.
get down. Betty shouted at me.
Landing
He's above me.
I'm high, guys. I'm 6,000 feet. Is it?
Yeah, he's above me.
I'm not making that mistake if they're going too low. Why does this nose want to keep pitching forward like a bitch? It's like it wants to slam me forward.
Right, you're in V-STOL mode, yeah? So you
Yeah.
should see a velocity indicator, and then below that velocity indicator is a little witch's hat.
Yes, I got the witch's hat.
That witch's hat is your current nose position, so that's essentially bore sight.
But I'm full backstick just to stop it from diving into the ocean. It must just be a trim issue.
No, so your flaps are also at 62 degrees.
Agree.
So you have max deflection. So you're going to be moving real slow.
Right, one thing you can do, Cap, is if you're quick, let go of the stick, allow it to recenter, hit AFC on and then AFC off again.
Probably best not to mess with that for now.
Yeah, Cap doesn't want it. Cap's just trimming it out. Trimming it out, boys. Trimming it out. Frost in the cap. There we go. Trimmed it. Right, coming down at 100 knots. Everything's pretty good, to be honest. Right.
Yep, it's just going to take a while to get there.
One thing I've noticed is when you are down there near the runway, you've got very little kind of yaw authority, so I'm going to get lined up now, so there's no work to do later.
The RCS system essentially takes over.
Right. I'm at 2,000 feet per minute descent. What should that be when I'm near?
259.
And your goal is basically to align that flight path marker with where you want to touch down. Then as you actually get closer to the airfield, you want to raise that closer to the horizon, so you are as light as the feather as you touch down.
I've got that this time. This time I've got that. Okay. I'm with you this time. Did you say 250 feet per minute is what we want?
Well,
Preferably less, that's max, yeah.
I'm at 2,000 at the moment, so this isn't pretty.
more power.
More power.
There you go, stop short of the ski marks.
And if you want, you can move your nozzles to like say 40 degrees to give yourself a little more airspeed.
Right.
And just so you know, when you touch down the Harrier, you do actually want your nose just a little bit below the horizon. So like 5 degrees. The witch's head will be at 5 degrees because that'll be kind of level with the ground for your wheels.
There's a cork in front of Mari.
Don't wobble, don't wobble, don't wobble. You're okay. Okay, I'm going into the ocean, going into the ocean. Power on. Lots of power.
Yep, more power.
Okay, climbing now. That's okay.
That's fine as long as you're in control. That's all that
Where's the
matters.
Harrier on the runway?
Gringo, sorry, I'm actually now.
Coming down, guys. I'm coming down like a bat out of hell.
Essentially, for a short landing, just getting slower and slower.
I don't know if I'm descending or ascending.
You're descending slowly.
I thought Cap landed ages ago.
That takes
So
us
remember, you're keeping an eye on your flight path marker. Use that as your main indication if you're climbing or descending. Otherwise, there's the bar to the right.
Look at this landing, guys. Look how good I'm getting at this.
And just simply add power. Don't change your nose attitude if you want to soften the landing.
Just want to bring the nose down a little bit now. You're in for a step, right?
And don't flare with the stick. Only use throttle. Once you touch down, full throttle idle.
Nozzles
Forward,
power.
bit of power. Powering up. Yes.
Do it.
Big and eat your heart out, boys.
Combine that with some braking.
If you want to stop even shorter, you can whack your nozzles all the way back and full throttle.
So, chaps, was that 2 landings at 2 landings my first go, or was it 2 landings at 2 landings on my first go? Gonna say both. Boom, pow, flare in the face. Okay,
I'll be.
now I want to go straight up.
Oh wait.
Now I want to go straight up because I'm feeling good about things, and Too Fast won't stop me by his drama queening. Right, everyone, taxi to the runway. Prepare for next video.